Okay, so AOC just recently proposed an amendment to cut military spending by 10%. Take a look at this video and then I'll discuss it.
I rise today to offer Amendment 40 to reduce the Pentagon budget by 10%. During a time when our country is withdrawing from foreign wars, when COVID-19 and its fallout is one of the greatest threats that we face, when record levels of unemployment, housing, and healthcare crises are among us, the United States should be reducing its military spending by at least 10% and prioritize the very needs of our communities here at home. Today, we can cut the defense authorization by 10% without any need to deny our service members or their families any of the support that they need. And in doing so, we can free up to $77 billion to go towards fighting the COVID-19 pandemic and much more. Mr. Speaker, I urge support of this amendment and I reserve the balance of my time.
Okay, so a couple of things. First of all, I guess minor kudos to AOC for this. Look, when it comes to Washington and military spending and the military in general, it's common sense for them to, it's like, oh, you want to give more money to the military? Yeah. And everybody votes for it and it passes. And every time somebody wants to cut spending, which has been done before, bills have been posed to cut spending by Mr. Bernie Sanders, I believe. Nobody else other than him, really. It's always, they vote against it. So this will likely fail. But the fact that she's trying to make something happen is somewhat admirable. Okay. Every single year, they vote to increase the military budget. And it's absolutely insane, especially when you consider all the problems that we have here at home. But I'm going to give you a couple of facts that you may have already known that I've definitely said in the past. The United States spends more on national defense than China, India, Russia, the United Kingdom, Saudi Arabia, Germany, France, Japan, South Korea, Italy, and Australia combined. Those are 11 countries I just stated. We spend more than them combined. $778 billion is what we have going towards our military budget. Those countries combined, $761 billion. If we cut it in half, we'd still be spending more than a lot of them combined. Defense spending accounts for more than 10% of all federal spending and nearly half of discretionary spending. Absolutely mental. Mental. It's insane. We just pulled out of a war and, this Senate committee just approved an increase of the military budget or the Pentagon budget or whatever the fuck it was. I don't really remember. But as I just stated, they keep increasing. It's like common sense. Oh, fuck the minimum wage, fuck your health care, fuck unions and all that shit. Let's give more money to the military so that we can cause more atrocities across the world. We have over 800 military bases stationed around the world. It's always, the Chinese threat or the Russian threat or the North Korea. They always spew propaganda, not only to distract you from actual issues that are going on here at home that they refuse to fix, but also so that they can keep throwing more money at this insanely bloated military budget under the guise of keeping you safe. So you're telling me if we cut this 10%, we're going to get attacked? What, China's going to invade Texas? What? What's Russia going to do? What? Invade Seattle? Airstrike New York City? What's going to happen if we cut the military? Honestly, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And as you pointed out there, it free up $77 billion that we can use for God knows what. Oh, excuse me, we want to take money away from this bloated military, but we just want to feed some kids that don't have any food. That's all. That's all. We just want to give people health care that might not have any. We just want to... Absolutely mental. But let me get into this, and I'll end with this. We're not having a serious conversation about the military budget until we're talking about cutting it at least 30 to 40%. That's where conversations should start. This 10%, okay, she's doing something about it. Okay, I'm not going to get on her case for it. But we're not being serious until we're talking 30 to 40%. I wouldn't be in the slightest bit satisfied until it's cut evenly in half. I mean, I'm just being honest here. That's how insane our military budget is. And where's the money going? To cause terror in other areas of the world, decimating entire countries and nations, promoting more terror. We're the world's leading terrorists. Look, hopefully more people will adapt this line of thinking, especially going forward. But somehow I'm not too hopeful.